This video, I created a PNG to import into a game. I'm going to now make a new game and import that graphic into Construct and then apply behaviors to it and discuss a variable with you. So a new project. I'm going to call this test stickman. And I think I'll keep it at that sort of small size at the moment. I don't need anything else. And I'm going to have an event sheet, and it's not really pixel art, so I'm going to create it. Here's my project, and the first thing I'm going to do is go to Menu, Project, Save As, Cloud Save. And I'm going to navigate now to my construct files. Should be up the top, 220. And I'm going to call this Stickman. Wait for it to load. Down the bottom left-hand side here, it will say saving. Now it's saved. Okay, so we want to sort a few things out before I import the graphic into Construct. So I'm going to give this layout, I'm going to call it game. That's where the action's going to happen. Actually, I'm going to call it game Stickman. Okay. And the event sheet is here. I'm going to link the two together. So I'm going to go to my project properties and view and have a look down here, make sure everything's okay. So here we go, description. I'm going to call this at the top test for game. John Maillard. Okay, that's all good. First layout, loader style, that's good. Excellent. Okay, so I can now go back to my game. So this is what happens. I can go between my event sheet and here. Okay. Yep. There's my grid size. I can show my grid if I want. Okay, that's cool. Good. So I'm going to go over this side and rename my event sheet and just make sure, because quite often you can have more than one game up, and if you don't know which event sheet relates to which game, you can get confused. So I'm just going to call this Stickman Events, so I know what it is. Whoops, let's get that spelled correctly. Okay, good. Now I can just click the save button at the top and it will automatically save. Okay, so that's the very basics I've got. So if I want to add anything onto my game, I right-click with my mouse, insert a new object, and I'm going to scroll through till I find Sprite. Here's Sprite, insert, click, and that brings my editor up. Now, if I want to import a graphic into Construct, it has to come through the editor, and it's actually a very useful tool, the editor. It's one of the best features of Construct. So what I can do here is go to this folder. It says load an image from a file. I'll click, and now I can see that I've got a very simple set of folders. I know where my game assets are. I'm just going to load my Stickman in, and there he sits. Let's do a few things to the Stickman before we import him into the game. So first of all, I want to make sure his hit area is correct. If I click on the collision polygon here, you can see that that's about right. I might just move his arms out slightly. This is sort of the hit area, which is good. And also, I need to have a look at the origin point. Now, I'm going to put the origin point down the bottom here, because that means if he's a platform game, if he's in a platform game, that's the point at which he'll stand. Okay, so I think that's all looking very good. I don't need to do anything more than that. I'm not animating him or anything. I'm just sticking him here, ready to add some behaviors. So once I've done, I can close this, and there he is on my stage.